if you will assume your desire and live there as though it were true, no power on earth can stop it from becoming a fact. Feeling is the secret. Believe that you are what you want to be. Fools exploit the world, the wise transfigure it. Prayer is the art of assuming the feeling of being and having that which you want. If a man look upon any other man and estimates that man as less than himself, then he is stealing from the other. He is stealing the other's birthright, that of equality. Claim it, it will respond. Love is not love if they're beloved. You must assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled until your assumption has all the sensory vividness of reality. The ideal we serve and strive to attain could never be evolved from us were it not potentially involved in our nature. Imagination is the only redemptive power in the universe. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. The individual's inner speech and actions attract the conditions of his life. Signs follow, they do not precede. The world is yourself pushed out. Ask yourself what you want, and then give it to yourself. Do not question how it will come about. Just go your way knowing that the evidence of what you have done must appear, and it will. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. The great secret is a controlled imagination and a well-sustained attention, firmly and repeatedly focused on the object to be accomplished. Each person is born with an infinite power, against which no earthly force is of the slightest significance. Nothing is impossible to you. Assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled and observe the route that your attention follows. The world is a mirror, forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. Imagination is seeing with the eye of God. Truth depends upon the intensity of imagination, not upon facts. Health, wealth, beauty, and genius are not created. They are only manifested by the arrangement of your mind, that is, by your concept of yourself, and your concept of yourself is all that you accept and consent to as true. Capture the feeling associated with your realized wish by assuming the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of the thing you desire, and your wish will objectify itself. You are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe this is the only reason you do not see it. The law operates by faith. If you believe, no effort is necessary to see the fulfillment of your every desire. It is not what you want that you attract. You attract what you believe to be true. Your assumption to be effective cannot be a single isolated act. It must be a maintained attitude of the wish fulfilled. Nothing comes from without. All things come from within, from the subconscious. A change of circumstance happens as a result of a change in your state of consciousness. Praying is recognizing yourself to be that which you desire to be, rather than begging God for that which you desire. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your visible world. Dream better than the best you know. Man's chief delusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. Whatever you desire, believe that you have received it, and you will. If you do not feel natural about what you want to be, you will not be it. Man moves in a world that is nothing more or less than his consciousness objectified. The journey of life is a mental one, which is taking place in the sea of illusion. There is no limit to your creative power. When you attain the control of the internal direction of your attention, you will no longer stand in shallow water, but will launch out into the deep of life. Whenever your feeling is in conflict with your wish, feeling will be the victor. Your inner being is he who men call God. Live your life in a sublime spirit of confidence and determination. To desire a state is to have it. The ideal you seek and hope to attain will not manifest itself, will not be realized by you until you have imagined that you are already that ideal. There is nothing more important than developing your imagination to transform your life from the inside world of your thoughts and feelings to the outside world of your results and manifestations. I imagine that people see me as they would see me if I were the man that I want to be. Learn to shake yourself loose from what the world believes is the only reality. For life makes no mistakes and always gives man that which man first gives himself. You believe in God? Believe also in your imagination. Through your ability to think and feel, you have dominion over all creation. Only as one is willing to give up his present limitations and identity can he become that which he desires to be. Imagination is nothing more than sensory states. Learn to go beyond an idea by feeling its reality. Cornerstone on which all things are based is man's concept of himself. The world is a mirror in which everyone sees himself reflected. Sleep conceals the creative act while the objective world reveals it. In sleep, man impresses the subconscious with his conception of himself. Changing your life means changing your past. All conceptions are limitations of the conceiver. Man's responsibility, then, is to choose his destination. The motive power to bring him there is furnished by the infinite. An awakened imagination works with a purpose. It creates and conserves the desirable and transforms or destroys the undesirable. If one imagines unlovely things for another, they are going to produce them not in the other, but in themselves. Never go to sleep feeling discouraged or dissatisfied. Never sleep in the consciousness of failure. Determined imagination is the beginning of all successful operation. The imagination alone is the means of fulfilling the intention. How successful you are on the outside is directly related to how relaxed you feel inside. Your emotional sense of well-being dictates your life. What we must work for is not the development of the will, but the education of the imagination and the steadying of attention. He who rises from his prayer, a better man, his prayer has been granted. The undisciplined man's attention is the servant of his vision rather than its master. It is captured by the pressing rather than the important. By desiring to be other than what you are, you can create an ideal of the person you want to be and assume that you are already that person. The numberless, unrealized hopes and ambitions of man are the seeds which are buried within the consciousness or virgin womb of man. Life does not care whether you call yourself rich or poor, strong or weak. It will eternally reward you with that which you claim as true of yourself. Everything in the world bears witness of the use or misuse of man's inner talking. The world was constructed in the mind's eye, out of things unseen by the mortal eye and made alive by faith. Live in the feeling of being the one you want to be and that you shall be. As we lift up our consciousness, our world reshapes itself in harmony with the level to which we have risen. Your world in its every detail is your consciousness objectified. To feel a thing intensely and then rest confidently that it is, makes the thing felt appear within your world. When you pray, believe that you have received, and you shall receive. No man can lift you to the level you desire. The power to ascend is within yourself. In short, man's conception of himself determines that which he sees his world to be. The imaginative image is the only thing to seek. The drama of life is a psychological one, and the whole of it is written and produced by your assumptions. It is our inner conversations which make tomorrow's facts. Our deepest feelings are precisely those we are least able to express, and even in the act of adoration, silence is our highest praise. Be still and know that you are that which you desire to be, and you will never have to search for it. Imagination is able to do anything, but only according to the internal direction of your attention. Self-surrender is essential, and by that is meant the confession of personal impotence. The great secret of success is to focus the attention on the feeling of the wish fulfilled without permitting any distraction. When a man believes in the value of the advice given him and applies it, he establishes within himself the reality of success. Prayer modifies or completely changes our subconscious assumptions, and a change of assumption is a change of expression. Do not waste one moment in regret, for to think feelingly of the mistakes of the past is to reinfect yourself. Your opinion of yourself is your most important viewpoint. You are infinitely greater than you think you are. If you judge after appearances, you will continue to be enslaved by the evidence of your senses. Become aware of what you are thinking, and you will recognize a law between your mood and your surrounding circumstances. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.